Thank you, Sarah. Marilyn Soule.
Thank you.
How do you pronounce your last name?
Soule.
Thank you.
I'm going to be proactive and talk about COVID-19 vaccines for children. The information I will present comes from reputable sources, and I've verified most of it myself. My background is a PhD molecular biosciences researcher, and my 6 years as a former PSD teacher, hundreds of my former students are still in school here, are what compel me to share with you what I've learned about these investigational biologics. Firstly, all of these vaccines are still investigational and all instruct your body to make viral spike protein, which is itself a deadly protein. It causes cell, tissue, and organ endothelial damage and more. It circulates in your body fluids and is present in donated blood. There are concerning studies showing that spike protein accumulates in the ovaries and causes reduced fertility in both sexes. These vaccines cause myocarditis and pericarditis, and young men are at particularly high risk of these adverse effects. If these reactions are severe, they are irreversible. There's been no effort to restrict vaccination according to risk for COVID-19 hospitalization or death, or to exempt those who have natural immunity. An estimated 50% or more of children are already naturally immune. Natural immunity is robust, diverse, and long-lasting compared to that produced by vaccination. As with natural infection, the body sees the whole virus, not just the spike protein. As soon as the spike protein mutates, as it did in the Delta strain, vaccine-mediated immunity is reduced. In fact, a very recent study published October 25th showed that vaccine-induced antibodies are completely ineffective against a new emerging virus strain. Multiple new studies show that vaccinated and unvaccinated people have equivalent viral loads of the newer virus strains. Children are at very low risk of COVID-19 with mild symptoms and relatively few deaths. From January 1st to October 23rd, from January 1st, 2020 to October 23rd, 2021, or basically the entire COVID pandemic, the total number of children in the United States aged 17 and younger who died from all causes was 60,066. Of those, 558 died with COVID, not even necessarily from COVID. That's 0.93%, less than 1% of all deaths in children. In fact, data shows that in children, the risk of hospitalization for myocarditis from the vaccine is higher than the risk of hospitalization for COVID-19 if unvaccinated. The FDA Advisory Committee, which just met 2 days ago, approved the pediatric Pfizer vaccine for emergency use authorization, but they expressed concerns that it should only be given to children at high risk from COVID-19 and should not be mandated. I urge the school board to oppose any efforts to mandate vaccination of children in our schools. You may be only a few people, but you are responsible for ensuring the safety of thousands of children. Please do your homework and stand strong for our community's children.
And the big one that I've got to mention here in public is acquired immunity is being ignored, which it makes it very clear that it's being politicized when they're ignoring science. So.